Hi there, my name is Suze and I'm a Divine Feminine Energy Healer and Guide. Welcome to Sacred Sunday. I love my Sacred Sundays. I will be pulling from 2 Oracle decks today. I'll be pulling from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck and the Rose Oracle deck. I have been, in my own personal life, I've been really resonating with these 2 decks. And I've recently started incorporating a new morning time ritual to my days. I kind of had used to do something similar to this, and then I kind of got away from it for a little while, and I'm kind of like integrating it back into my morning. I'm curious if anyone else out there as well, because I feel like this is a theme in the collective right now with the feminines of really getting clear on what spiritual rituals or practices you need to really be incorporating, particularly in your mornings, to really support yourself of moving through your day with the kind of energy and intention and clarity and focus that you really want for your day. And so something I have started doing is I do every morning now pull from this Divine Feminine deck for myself. And the question is always, what is the Divine Feminine energy that I need more of today, or I should look to embody today? And it has been amazing. And then I journal on it. And it's kind of cool. I'm really looking forward to looking back someday and seeing the storyline. Like, that's honestly the thing that I love the most about journaling. Another little personal note is the moon cycles. Journaling on the new moon and the full moon and what you're working through, what's coming up, what's triggering you, what are you processing, what's on your heart, on your mind, on your soul, what's happening externally with other relationships or work or people or money outside of you. And really watching that story unfold, going back and looking later, is like fascinating to me, you guys. So if you're not doing that, I highly recommend it, especially if you know with astrology, it's roughly 6 months, right? Between a new moon and then the new moon, between that and the full moon of that same sign in astrology is 6 months. And so watching what can happen in 6 months is really fascinating and magical. Highly recommend that. Enough about that. I just saw 222. That's my note right there. Definitely. Let's get into these cards. I want to pull from the Rose Oracle first. We just do a quick little shuffle here with these cards, and we'll see what the Rose deck has to say. What are we to focus on, the feminines, for this week in our own lives? We'll stop there and see what's the message from the Rose for the feminines for this week. Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. This is so beautiful. And I do love how I feel like this really validates kind of the message I've been saying for the past week around the Divine Feminine the Divine Feminine being in this portal of, you're going through something really intense right now, and there's going to be something magical on the other end of it. If you're resonating with that, do check out my last videos leading up to this one. That was a lot of my message of really recognizing the feminine is in this crossroads, birthing kind of energy, and this in-between worlds. And this here's your validation that it is all coming together, returning to each other, compassion and humanity. Love the word compassion. Compassion is so necessary for understanding. And if we understand that all conflict is simply a lack of understanding, a lack of compassion, that puts everything into a really beautiful frame. So beautiful. We got some diamonds going around a white rose. White rose for me always meaning purity, innocence, a pure, innocent heart, open heart, ready to collaborate, full of compassion. Oh, I want to mention this as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have the wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. So take your time. As I said, we're moving through this really intense in-between worlds portal. Slow down. Take all the time you need to nurture and nourish yourself as you work through it. All right, last but not least, quickly, let me do a little shuffle of the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. As I said, I have been just like, this deck has been speaking to me on another level. I bought this deck of cards several years ago, and I used to sporadically use it, and then all of a sudden, lately, it has been like so supportive and crazy helpful for me. So let's see, what is the divine feminine energy for us to embody and focus on this week? This is interesting. All right, we have a whole bunch of cards that came out. I'm gonna take this one on the bottom and see if I'm really drawn to any of these other ones. There's another one here. The one on the bottom of the deck, I actually pulled this one for myself as well. And I have no idea how to say that name, so I'm not even gonna try. But the essence of all Buddhas, I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. It's a card of passion. It is a card of knowing, following your intuitive knowing, free-flowing, wild and free, liberation, right? Anything can be made sacred. I'm also really drawn to this card right here, Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Clearly, I'm being drawn to this card because it says about giving birth, but the word courage, I don't know if anyone else, but the word courage has been coming up on my path a lot in the past few weeks. So I'm taking that as a synchronistic message that this is to be mentioned today as well. Courage. Where do you need to be more courageous? You know, the idea of being courageous is closely linked with trust for me. In the feminine, in the world of the spirit world and manifestation and having a vision, having a knowing that something is meant for you, something is coming in for you, there needs to be a lot of trust and courage. And even though there may be others around you who want to convince you that you should be doing something else, or convince you that something is wrong, or convince you that, you need to close your heart down and protect yourself or something like that. The courage in keeping the heart open, the courage in holding to what you know in your heart and soul to be true and what is meant for you takes a lot of courage and trust and faith. The Mother of God. I love that. And I love how the heart chakra here, again, I was talking about that. The open heart, don't close your heart down. How it's being really emphasized there, the heart chakra. Beautiful white light, angelic energy in this card as well. So it's like combining the passion and the fire and the liberation with the open heart, the knowing, the trust, the courage, and the faith. Have courage, have faith. What is meant for you will come find you. Thank you so much for being here. If you appreciated my message today, please do like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you again on the next video.